Hey folks, I'm Dave, and welcome to the start of my Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough. Now this is just a wee visual novel that I did stumble across in the past, but back then I didn't pay much heed to it. But recently, some folks have urged me on to play it, so here I am now, gonna be giving it a wee whirl. And with all of that in mind, let us fire up a new game and see what this little novel is about. Also, do know that this game has no voice acting, so I'm gonna be reading out everything out loud. Anywho, hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Well, aren't you a wee cutie? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dave. Yeah, other Dave. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Well, why not? Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Eh? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Dave, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Even the literature club? I mean, isn't the name of the game, buddy? I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Well, I haven't the foggiest. I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Wow, other Dave, you're one rude dude. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. So you're gonna become a NEET, gotcha. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Well, you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me does make me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and is over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation, or you could just be staring at the paint dry. Clubs. The two-handed kind, maybe? Anywho, Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know, blushies. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Wow, you shot her down already? Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Dave! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize, so she's a wee tsundere munchkin. Gotcha. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Or 1,000 years old. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Wait, I thought you were that kind of girl! I mean, you're just a right wee bundle of joy right now. But anywho, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Dave. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Oh, so Little Miss Perfect. Gotcha. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Hey, other Dave, there's no need to raise her on a pedestal. I mean, she is a person just like you are. Come, sit down, Dave. We made room for you at the table, so you could sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about to make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's adorable! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, little subtle details too. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Oh, the cupcake troubles. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Oh, I bet she did. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I made it for you or anything. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yes, just like one of your animes. Made them for you or anything, Baka. I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. Oh, you're adorable too. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yeah, a cup is always nice, but hey, other Dave, I enjoy reading quite a bit. You faker? I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by, Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Well, good on you, love. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. I mean, I love me some books. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Well, other Dave, you know, you could always start. Somewhere. Yeah. So, Dave, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Yep, you faker. Manga. Okay, I'll give you that. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up! Oh, so the wee cute munchkin is into anime and manga, huh? It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Yes, it can. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Ah, so you're into fantasy novels, huh? Well, personally speaking, I do like fantasy quite a bit, but I'm a sucker for sci-fi, and I also love horror ones. A good horror book really gets me sucked in. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive, although I'm more about psychological horror, though, when it comes to books, and just in general. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. Oh, you like horror too, Yuri? I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. Usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Oh yes you are, you even have the little cute thing! Aww, that's adorbs. Anyway, Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Why not? I like slice of life from time to time. not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your own heart. Do you have experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh, I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Awkward silence. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. How? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzily at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Steven, yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I figured to help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dave? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Dave? You all? I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Dave, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? Go for it, buddy. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Dave, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh? Oh! It's time to write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. But, I mean, I'm gonna say this right now. I think that these chippies are positively adorable, but where's Monika? I mean, I guess that thins out our choices and makes it a bit easier to choose from them, but still... I would just say this. I would probably say that both Yuri and Natsuki are more my type of what I like, because they have similar interests. But I think I'm going to try and shoot for the bundle of joy that is Sayori. Because why not? It'll be something quite different for me. Anyway, so... what would Sayori like? Happiness? But of course. Well, anime would probably be Natsuki. Effulgent. So pretty much big words I would assume would be something that Yuri likes. Comfort. There we go. Marriage. Summer. Oh, okay, the Munchkin lacks that. Friends. Peaceful. Variant strategy games. Clumsy. A massacre? Oh, man. Email. Okay, the Munchkin likes that. Okay, I am genuinely curious who would actually like suicides. Oh my. Oh, okay then. I mean, she is the more mature one of the three, but still. Moving on. Childhood. Bliss. Adventure? Yeah. Laugh. Awesome. I think... Amazing. Okay, so if Yuri liked suicide, does that mean that she would like death as well? For science! What? Sayori, do you have some deep dark past? Feel free to talk to me about it anytime, okay? Or maybe she just really likes, death metal? Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Papa. Okay. I guess the Munchkin is a Papa person. Gotcha. Lazy. Party. And then dance. Hi again, Dave. Yeah, you know, I actually think this will be a good ending point, don't you? So, anyway, folks, thank y'all for watching this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, and I'll see y'all next time as we continue being bookworms. Ta-ta for now.